Well, hello everybody. One moment while I get everything set up and we'll be ready to go here very shortly. All right. I think we are very close to being ready to go. Just need to get some things on, check out the, make sure I can get everything fit on camera. So to do that, I may need to do a little bit more maneuvering. We shall see. To get especially the dice tray, that's probably the most important thing to fit in there, and all of everything is the dice tray. So I'm thinking that will do it right there. I'm hoping it will anyway. Let's see if that gets everything into place. I think it will. Hello, Kenyon. How are you doing? All right, I think everything fits the best I can get it right here. As you can see, we are at Shea Stadium in New York. The one season the Yankees played at Shea Stadium while they were renovating Yankee Stadium. This game was played July the 26th, 1975 on a Saturday. And it's going to be the Yankees and the Red Sox starting pitchers for both teams. Reggie Cleveland for the Red Sox and Pat Dobson for the Yankees. Got our Yankee colored dice, at least the closest I could get to Yankee colored dice, with the blue and the gray. And also, I do have the standings from, and these come from Replay PC Baseball. They are generating the standings. So as of right now, coming into this game, the Yankees lead the American League East by 3 games over Baltimore and Boston, who are in a virtual tie. Although Baltimore a better percentage, they have 1 less win but 1 less loss, so slightly better percentage. But Boston is 3 games out. Next week, it'll be Oakland and Kansas City. From Kansas City. Well, right now, Kansas City sits 4 games out, but by next Saturday, they could be 7 games out. They could be 1 game out. Who knows? They have won 6 in a row, but Oakland's also won 5 in a row, so they can't make up any ground, but they're not losing ground like the White Sox have lost ground. So next Saturday, it'll be Oakland at Kansas City. Vita Blue against Marty Patton, I believe, is a pitching matchup for that. And we'll eventually get to the National League in a couple of weeks, but right now, we're in next 2 Sundays or Saturdays are going to be the American League. As of right now, in the National League, Pittsburgh leads Philadelphia by 4, and the Reds lead the Dodgers by 8.5. So the Replay PC is doing pretty accurately, I think, on the replay. And that's where we're standing at the moment. Okay. I think we're about ready to roll. Pat Dobson on the replay is 6-6 with a 3.94 earned run average. So not too bad. He was 11-14 with a 4.07 in the full season. But on the replay, is 6-6 with a 3.94 ERA. Boston coming in 58-39. Yankees coming into the game 61-36. 3 games ahead of the Red Sox. Hello, Mr. Robert. How are you? Hope your lunch went well, or is going well, as the case may be for anybody. All right. Everything looks like it fits on camera fairly well, so I'm going to go ahead and get the ball rolling. And Robert, if you let me know what your game is tonight for the 2016 season, you can go ahead and put it up there. There's not even a shameless plug, just a regular old plug. You're more than welcome to plug away. All right, Bernie Carbo is in right field today. Dewey Evans is getting the game off. Not sure why. He just is. Just the way it is. All right. Here we go. Dobson, 5-2, and that's a blank. So we go to Bernie Carbo. 5-5 is a single to center field. So Bernie Carbo leads off with a base hit to start off the ball game against Pat Dobson. Carbo's only a 1 attempt, but Dobson's a +3 on the hold. So a 4 or less, Carbo can get a jump. It's a 5. That means a hit and run is an option. Denny Doyle doesn't strike out much, so I think the hit and run is a perfect play right here because of the fact that Denny Doyle does not strike out very often at all. So keep in mind, now the infield is halfway for the Yankees. Hit and run means double play grounders are -2, and base running rating, Carbo will go up +2 on the hit and run. But all home runs and walk rates for the batter are cut in half. All lineouts are automatically double plays unless there is an error on a throw possibility. The batter strikes out, resolve is a steal with a -2 stolen base rate. So there you go. All right, Dobson pitching to Doyle on a hit and run. 3-4, and that is a strikeout chance. 16, though, is too high. That's why you hit and run with Doyle, because he doesn't strike out much. So Doyle will swing it. 5-4. Uh-oh, that's trouble. That's a line out to third. That's an automatic double play. Don't even have to check it because it's a line out to third. They hit and run, but it just didn't work out. Bad break. It lined it right to Chambliss, who just steps on the bag very easily. So a three unassisted double play, and boy, what a bad break for the Red Sox. Right there. A line drive double play on a hit and run. They thought they had something cooking, but it ended up being the stove wasn't even on. So 2 down, bases clear for Yaz. Dobson, 3-3 is a strikeout chance. 14 is too high. And go to Yaz. 1-1 is a question mark 8 to center field. Goes to a 6, but that's a 12, so it's just a fly to center. And that's going to end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. So at the end of a half an inning to play here at Shea Stadium, almost said Yankee Stadium, but Shea Stadium, it is Red Sox nothing, and the Yankees coming to bat. So, Robert, I'm not sure if you've had a whole lot of line drive double plays on hit and runs, but there we go. Yep, bullpen is very limited, and the bench is very well stocked. So, some guy named Bobby Bonds is going to lead off for the Yankees against Reggie Cleveland. Interesting that Reggie Cleveland playing for Boston, and then later in the 80s you had Darryl Boston playing for the White Sox. So, interesting. Get those names like that. 3-5 is going to be a walk plus to a, I'm sorry, 3-5 is over here. He's not tired, so treat it as a blank. Go to Bobby Bonds. 6-4, and that's a star 3, which is a ground ball to first base. And first baseman Yastrzemski will take it to the bag himself. 3 unassisted. 1 away. And that'll send us to a guy I don't know that much about, Rich Coggins. He is the designated hitter in this game. Cleveland, 2-6. That's a range play. First range play of the game. 4-1. It's a single to first, but it's a range check on Mr. Yastrzemski. And Yaz at first base is a 4 for his range. So pretty good, above average. 1-4, he gets this. And he does. So he will get to it and flip to Cleveland covering for a 3-1 putout, taking the hit away from Rich Coggins. That'll bring up left fielder Roy White, switch hitter. Cleveland, I forgot to mention, Cleveland comes to this game in the replay 6-4 with a 3.14 ERA. 4-2 is a ball 1 on a wild pitch. That one got past Fisk, but nobody's on base, so no harm, no foul. 3-2, and that's a blank, so we go to Roy White. 6-1, fly to center field, and that's going to end the inning as Fred Lynn puts it away. 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees in the bottom of the first after 1 inning to play from Yankee Stadium. Now, see, I did say it by accident, Yankee Stadium. I got ready to say it, but it is from Shea Stadium. No score. Hard habit to break there. All right, we are going to the top of the second with Fred Lynn, Rookie of the Year and MVP all at the same time. He's going to lead things off. Hello, Joel. How are you doing? Glad you're spending part of your Saturday with us. 6-2, and he hit a straight home run chance. That's a 15. That's a 3. That is long. And Freddie Lynn puts it in the cheap seats in right field for a solo home run. Freddie Lynn showing why he's the MVP as Dobson put in a meatball, and as RJL would say, he turned it into lasagna. And speaking of home runs, here comes somebody else that knows something about home runs, Jim Rice. 1-3, possible error on a throw. 5-1, star 1 is a ground ball to second. That's a throwing error possibility on the second baseman, Alomar. Alomar's error rating is a 5. That's a 3. It will be a throwing error. Now, Chambliss's range to see if he can block it, he's a 4. Can't block it, so let's check see if Rice can take second base. He cannot. He has to hold at first. So error on a throw there. It's E4 on Alomar. First error of the game. Occurs to the Yankees. So after the home run, kind of shook them up a little bit. Now they make an error. And that'll bring up Dobson. And now we got one of our first strategy rolls again. Again, he's a 2, but the +3 makes him a 5. That's a 20, so there's a chance of a balk or a pickoff. Nothing happening. Rice gets back. And here's the original Pudge Fisk against Dobson. 6-4, strikeout chance, 8 will get him. So Fisk out on strikes for out number 1. That'll bring up right fielder Rick Miller. Like I said, I'm not sure why Evans is not playing today. Just give him the day off, I guess. Maybe a day game after night game or something. Nothing on the strategy. Dobson, 4-5. And that is, it's a strikeout unless he's tired. Of course, he's not tired. 17 is too high, so Rick Miller gets to swing away. Hello, Tim. How you doing? (6-5), and that's a fly to center field for out number 2 as Mr. Bonds puts it away. 2 down, and that brings up Rico Petrocelli, third baseman. Nothing on the strategy. 2-6, that's a range play. With 2 outs, the infield is back. Petrocelli, 2-4. That's a pop out to first base, but it's a range check on Chambliss, who is a range of 4. So let's see if he can get to this. 1-4, he gets to it. He does, so he pops it up to Chambliss to end the inning. And that will do it for the Red Sox, but they do break on top on a Fred Lynn home run. And we go to the bottom of the second. It is 1-0. Favor the Red Sox. For the Red Sox in that inning, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. So we go to the bottom of the second, and it will be the captain, Thurman Munson, due up for the Yankees. Trying to get that run back if they can. Hello, Woodman564. Good to see you. Happy Saturday to you. Cleveland, 3-5, and he's not tired, so no single there. Go to Thurman. 2-2, it's a single to left field, so Thurman Munson, leadoff single. And that'll bring up Chris Chambliss. Munson with an attempt of 1. Cannot do anything. Here's Chambliss. 2-3 for Cleveland. Range play at the ballpark. First time going to Shea Stadium, and it will be for a range play. 3-2, and that's a ground ball to third, so we're checking the range of Petrocelli. Petrocelli's range is a 4. So 1-4, he will get, actually 1-3, he will get this because they're halfway for the double play. 1-3, he gets to this. He does. Now, is it going to be a double play is the question. He's a 3, 0. They're halfway, makes him a 4. The pivot at second base is Doyle. He's a 0. So 1-4 for a double play. And they turn it. 5-4-3. So great play there by Petrocelli. Made it look easy. A 5-4-3 around the horn double play. And that kind of kills the Yankee rally. 2 down now, and the base is clear for Nettles, but he can tie the game in 1 swing of the bat. Cleveland, 2-2 is a strikeout chance too high. We go to Mr. Nettles. 3-5, and he's going to ground it to third, but keeping Petrocelli busy over there, and that's going to end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the third inning here at Shea Stadium with the score: Red Sox 1, Yankees nothing. And it's not the red rooster, it's just the plain old rooster, Rick Burleson. There's no red rooster and there's no Bobby Heenan sighting. So Dobson 6-5, strikeout chance 15 is too high. Burleson 5-6, and that's a split chance against a righty. He's going to double to left field. So Rick Burleson clobbers a double into the left field corner. By the time Roy White is able to corral it, Burleson's in there with a stand-up double. Red Sox threaten for more. There's Bernie Carbo. Carbo, his first time he's up, he singled, but then was erased on a double play. 6-5 is a strikeout chance, and he will get him. So Bernie Carbo out on strikes for out number 1. And here comes Doyle. He lined into the double play on the hit and run. Failed hit and run, rather. Hello, Jeremy. How you doing? Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Dobson to Doyle. 4-1's a blank. We go to Doyle's card. 1-6, grounder to second. That'll get Burleson to third, but now there are 2 outs. So 2 down, and it's all up to Yaz. If the Red Sox are going to extend the lead, it is up to Mr. Yaz. Strategy roll again. Nothing happening. Yastrzemski fly to center his first chance. Dobson 4-6 is a walk possibility, and he does walk him. So Yaz draws a 2-out walk to keep the inning going for Fred Lynn, who is responsible for the only run of the game with his home run back in the second inning. So he's up there now with 2 outs in the third, 2 outs and 2 on, trying to make it happen. Dobson 4-6, that's a walk chance again, but 20 is too high. So we go to Freddie Lynn. 5-5. Star 2 is a ground ball to third, and that's going to end the inning as the third baseman Nettles will throw it to second base to get the force on Yaz for a 5-4 fielder's choice. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Still 1-0 favor of the Yankees. And due up for the Yankees will be Sweet Lou Piniella. Piniella, Mason, and Alomar, bottom of the order for the Yankees against Mr. Cleveland. 3-6, that's a strikeout chance. 9 will not get him. Go to Sweet Lou's card. 6-3, and that's a ground ball to short. Burleson all over it. Over to Yaz, 1 away. Brings up Jim Mason. And the bottom of the Yankee lineup, not very good with Mason and Alomar. Not very stout offensively. Pretty good defensively, but not offensively. 4-1's a hit by pitch. He's a 0, -2, so no hit by pitch. Mason, 1-6, ground ball to first, and Yaz will take it to the bag himself. 2 down. And other than Munson's base hit and Roy White's fly to center, most of these outs have been ground balls. No strikeouts yet for Cleveland. 2-4 is a blank. We go to Alomar. 1-3 is a question mark. 8 goes up to 8 here on the right versus right-hander, but that's a 15, so he's going to fly to center. Had he been facing a lefty, that would have been a double. But against a right-hander, he's simply going to fly to center field, and that's going to end the inning. So nothing doing for the Yankees here in the third. They go 3 up and 3 down. We go to the fourth, still 1-0 Boston from Shea Stadium. Hello, Brian B. How are you? All right. Jim Rice will lead us off. He reached on an error by Alomar his first time up. Dobson 2-6 range play. We're going to a range check on Rice's card. 4-6, that is a ground ball to short. That's Mason. Mason is a range of 4. So 1-4, Mason will make the play. He does not. It's a base hit. So Jim Rice sneaks it past Mason for a leadoff single. And that'll bring up Pudge. Rice, an attempt of 5 to steal. That's a 1. He gets the signal to steal. He's a 13. -1's a 12. Thurman Munson's a -2. Makes it a 10. They're going to call the steal off. On a 50-50, they're not going to. They'd rather let Fisk swing away. Dobson, 2-1. Range play at the park. Infield is halfway, so they lose one on their range. 2-3. It's a fly to left, though. So we're talking about the left fielder, Roy White. And Roy White has a range of 4, which is above average. So 1-4, and Roy White will make the catch. And he does. So Roy White puts it away. Nice running grab. 1 down. Fisk is retired. And it brings up Rick Miller. Nothing on the strategy. Dobson to Miller. 4-6. That's a walk chance. That's a 6. So he will walk him. And that puts 2 on with 1 out as the Red Sox threaten to increase the lead. And here comes Rico Petrocelli. Popped up to first in his first at bat. Nothing going on there. Dobson, 1-3. Possible error on a throw. Go to Petrocelli. 1-2. And that's a double to left field. So we know Rice is going to score. What about Rick Miller? Well, on a double to left, you lose one when the Yankees are in the field. So he goes from a 4 to a 3. A 4 to a 3. But there's not going to be a throwing error because that's a 10. And Roy White's throwing error rating, or error rating rather, is only a 5. So there's not going to be a throwing error. But we have to see if Miller can score or not. And that's going to be a 1-3 to score him. 6, that means somebody might be out. So the arm rating of Roy White's is 0. So in that case, 1-3, we go to the third die chart. 4, 5, or 6, he just holds. It's a 4, so he's going to hold up, put on the brakes, and stay at third base. But it is an RBI double for Rico Petrocelli. And the Red Sox take a 2-0 lead and threaten for more. Runners at second and third with only 1 out, and the infield is going to be forced to come in as Rick Burleson is at the plate, who he doubled his first time up as well. Hello, Steve. How are you doing? And so the infield is in. Strategy roll, nothing happening, but the infield is in. Try to choke that run off. Dobson, 6-2. Oh, and he hit the home run thing again. 6-2, hit the home run. Burleson's a 3. That's a 2. Rick Burleson, he hit 6 home runs all season. He just got one right there. That is long, and that is gone. Put it over the head of Roy White in left field. All he could do was look at it. It's a 3-run shot, and the Red Sox have blown the game open. It is now 5-0. And Yankee Stadium faithful is not very happy about it. And they're kind of giving Pat Dobson the business. And the bullpen for the Yankees, they don't have that many. The reason they don't have that many is in tomorrow's game, they play a doubleheader. So the Yankees had to use Tippy Martinez, one of their relievers, as the starter. And the Red Sox had to use Roger Moret, another reliever, to start the second game. So they're 1 short in the bullpen already due to the doubleheader that's scheduled tomorrow. So that's the reason why the bullpens are so short. All right, Dobson now has to shake this thing off against Carbo. 1-4, strikeout chance 15. Does not get him. He's a 14. Stadium doesn't affect it. So Carbo will get to swing. Still only 1 out. 4-4, it's a fly to center. But as you know, no lead is safe in inside pitch. So just because it's 5-0 doesn't mean the game is over. Not by a long shot. Here's Denny Doyle. 6-2, and he's got the home run thing again. Boy, Pat Dobson has found that 6-2 result several times, but 12 is higher than the 5, so no home run for Doyle. He will swing, though. 2-3, and he lines it to first again. Second time he's done that. No double play this time, obviously, but the Red Sox strike for 4 runs, capped off by the 3-run homer by the Rooster, Rick Burleson. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. It is 5-0 Red Sox. In the inning for the Red Sox, they got 4 runs. They did it on 3 hits, no errors, and nobody left. Reggie Cleveland now given a huge lead to protect. Hello, Frank. How are you doing? 5-0 Boston here in the bottom of the fourth after the 3-run home run by Burleson. Now the Yankees looking to rebound with the top of their order and Bobby Bonds. 1-5 is a walk chance. 16 will walk him, so Bobby Bonds draws a leadoff walk. Strategy rule is still in effect because we're very early in the game. See if Bonds can do anything. He cannot. And here's designated hitter Rich Coggins. 6-3, and that's an automatic out against a lefty. And the out will be a ground ball to third. Possible double play. He's a 1. Infield is halfway, makes it a 2. Pivot, Doyle is a 0. So a 1-2 for a double play. And they turn it. How about that? They did it again. 5-4-3. Second time they've done the 5-4-3 double play. Twice now in 4 innings. Wipes the slate clean. Pitcher's best friend, to say the least. And that brings up Roy White. 5-5 is a blank. We go to Roy White's card. 2-4, and that's a grounder to third again, keeping Petrocelli busy. Innings over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We've played 4 here at Shea Stadium. It is the Red Sox 5 and the Yankees nothing. Here on the NBC Game of the Week. Dobson back out, but he's on a short leash. They do have right-handed throwing. Dave Pagan, he's their long reliever. He can face 10 batters, so he would be coming in relief if Dobson runs into any more issues. Yaz will lead it off for the Sox. And next week, of course, is Oakland at Kansas City, in case I didn't mention, for those that came in late. I thought that was this week's game, but I got ahead of myself by 1. It will be Oakland at Kansas City, Vita Blue versus Marty Patton. And anybody that came in late, these are the standings generated by the replay PC. See here, Boston trails the Yankees by 3, so if they win today, they'll cut it to 2 games. And in the West, Oakland leads Kansas City by 4, so that's why that's a big game next week as well. And the standings are all done by the replay PC baseball game. Tomorrow's matchup on the NBC Sunday Night Game of the Week is the White Sox at the Mariners. Blackjack McDowell for the White Sox against Chris Bosio for the Mariners from the Kingdome. That will be tomorrow night. Dobson. 2-6, that's a range play. We go to Yastrzemski for the range check. 6-6, that's a ground ball to second. We're checking the range of Alomar. His range is a 3. 1-3, he'll make the play. And it's been that kind of game for the Yankees. Just can't make that play. It's a base hit for Yastrzemski. And Dobson's wondering what happens to his fielders, as they are kind of letting him down a bit. Nothing on the strategy. Dobson, 5-6 is a blank. We go to Fred Lynn. Lynn, 6-5, lines it to first. Could be another double play, possibly. Lines it to Chambliss. Now with a runner on first and a line out to first, a 1-4 turns into a double play. And it does. So a second consecutive time that they've lined into a 3 unassisted double play. They started the game that way. So Chambliss will snag it, step on the bag, and there's 2 quick outs. Second time in a row that has happened in 5 innings. Here is Jim Rice. 2-6, another range play. 3-3, and that is a double to left field, but it is a range play for Roy White. He can take the double away. And Roy White, his range out in left field is a 4. 1-4, he takes the double away. And he does. So Jim Rice has a hit taken away from him to end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. So we go to the bottom of the fifth. It is 5-0. Could have been a lot worse had that not been a double play there, and had he had a failed range play, the Red Sox would have more runs on the board. But as it is, they still lead at 5-0, and they got a pretty comfortable lead the way Reggie Cleveland is pitching. But as RJL will tell you, no lead is really safe in inside pitch. So Thurman Munson will lead off for the Yankees. He's one for one. Singled his first time up, was erased on a double play. 1-6 is a strikeout chance. 10 is too high. Go to Munson. 6-6, that's a star 6, which is a fly to right field, and Rick Miller will put it away. One away. For Chris Chambliss, he's got 2 unassisted double plays in this game. Cleveland 5-1, that's a walk chance, and he will not walk him. So Chambliss will swing away. 2-1, fly to center. Put away by Fred Lynn. 2 down. Yankees only have 1 hit so far in the game. That was Munson's single in the second. That's been all they've been able to muster against Reggie Cleveland. 3-4, and that's a strikeout chance. 14 too high. Nettles a swing. 5-5, star 1, ground ball to Denny Doyle at second to end the inning. 3 up and 3 down go the Yankees here in the 5th inning. We go to the 6th. It's still 5-0. Favor of the Boston Red Sox here at Shea Stadium, where the Yankee fans are a little restless. Dobson can face 27 batters. He has faced 23 to this point, so bullpen activity again. This time Dick Tidrow is loosening in the pen for the Yankees, so you could see Dick Tidrow coming on in relief, very possibly. Yeah, Brian B. Bill Lee actually had 7 relief appearances in 1975, and in this part of the season, he was in the bullpen. He's not scheduled to start for at least the next 4 games, so that's why he's eligible for the pen. All right, here is Carlton Fisk. And, of course, I'm using Diamond Mine to verify all these transactions and pitching rotations and all that stuff, so that's where I'm getting my information from. All right, here is Pudge Fisk. Dobson to Fisk, 6-2. He hit the home run thing again. The 3rd time he's hit that home run thing, and it pays off for the Red Sox as Pudge Fisk just smoked one down the left field line. It is long and it is gone. 6-0 favor the Yankees, and that's going to be it for Dobson. They can't take any more, so that'll do it. And Dick Tidrow will be coming in for the Yankees. Dobson's going to go 5+, and he's going to give up 6 runs, all earned on 8 hits. And let's see how many he walked. Let's see, walks. 1. Got him for 2 walks. Strikeouts, I got him for just 2 strikeouts. So not exactly the best outing in the world. 5+ innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. And Mr. Dobson is now out of there. Coming in for the Yankees to pitch will be Dick Tidrow. Dick Tidrow will be coming on to pitch for the Yankees. Rick Miller will lead it off. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Tidrow, 2-3, going to the ballpark card, Shea Stadium. See what Shea Stadium can do. 2-1, it's a fly to center, put away out there by Bonds. 1 down as Miller is retired for Rico Petrocelli. Had a big double his last time up. Tidrow, 3-2 is a blank. Go to Petrocelli. 3-3, he's going to single pass short. So the hits keep coming for the Red Sox. That's 9 hits now already here in the 6th inning to go with their 6 runs. Strategy rolls are now off, so we don't need to worry about that. Tidrow, 5-6. Home run question mark. 1-18 passes. It does pass, so Burleson now has a chance 1-3 to hit a home run. He does not, but he does get to swing. 5-4, and that's a fly to right field for out number 2. So he just missed the home run. 2 down, and Bernie Carbo, top of the order for the Red Sox. 6-6, range play. Go to Carbo. 1-4, that's a star 5, which is a ground ball to third. That's Greg Nettles. Nettles' range is the best you can have, as he sits at a 5 for his range. So anything other than a 6, and Nettles will take care of it. And he does. So he gets up, throws to first, and the inning is over. Nice play by Nettles to end the inning. But the Fisk home run brings home a run. They do it on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 6-0 favor of the Red Sox. Reggie Cleveland can face 29 batters. He's not even close to that. He's only faced 15. So he's bucking for a complete game, possibly. Wouldn't be out of the question, that's for sure. And he's going to face Sweet Lou. Cleveland to Sweet Lou, 5-2. And that's a straight-up home run chance, but Lou Piniella did not hit any home runs in 1975. I don't know, he must have been injured or something. He only hit 196 and 200 at-bats and no home runs. So no chance for Piniella to go deep. But he will swing, 5-2. He does singles to right field. So Sweet Lou gets himself a base hit, only the second hit by the Yankees. Since we're not in the 7th inning yet, we're going to keep with the original starters. Jim Mason. 1-2 is a blank to a lefty. Go to Mason. 4-1, ground ball to second, possible double play. They are halfway. 2, halfway makes it a 3. The pivot at shortstop is Burleson, and he's a 0. So 1-3, and we got a double play. And we do. So another double play, 6-4-3. Third double play turned by the Red Sox in this ball game. 6-4-3, they do it. And that's the third time that the Yankees have a leadoff man on, only to get erased by a double play. Just kind of really takes a starch out of you when that happens. Here comes Alomar against Cleveland, 5-2. And a switch hitter batting left-handed, that's a blank. No home run chance. Alomar. 6-5, grounds it to third. And Petrocelli, who's been busy all day, makes the play. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the 7th inning. It is still 6-0 Red Sox. Large and in charge is Reggie Cleveland and the Red Sox, who have pounded out 3 home runs in this game. 1 by Lynn, 1 by Burleson, and 1 by Fisk. So they've shared the wealth. Denny Doyle will lead off against Tidrow. Tidrow can face 8 batters. So far, he has faced 4. So he's good for 1 more inning at least, you would think. Doyle, 6-3, is a range play at Shea Stadium. 4-3, and that is a star 1, which is a ground ball to second. Doing the range of Alomar, and I believe he's a 4, if I'm not mistaken. No, he's a 3. He's a 3 range for Alomar. And he can't get it. That's just the third failed range play by 1 number. And it's just been the kind of game it's been for the Yankees. Failed range plays let base hits get through, and then runs usually follow. Here's Yaz. 5-6. Home run question mark 1-9, but that fails. So Yaz will swing. 1-5. He's going to ground to second. Possible double play. He's a 2. Tidrow adds 2, makes it a 4. They were halfway, makes it a 5. And the pivot, in this case, the pivot is the shortstop, Mason, who's a 0. So anything other than a 6, we got a double play. And it's a 5, so they do turn the double play. 4, 6, 3. And the Yankees finally turn a traditional double play after a bunch of line-out double plays. And that takes care of the Red Sox rally here in the 7th. 2 outs, base is clear for Freddie Lynn. Hello, Midlife. How are you doing? Tidrow, 3-4, and that's a strikeout chance, but 16 is too much. Freddie Lynn will swing. 2-2, he's going to single to left field. So good thing they had that double play. It's a 2-out single for Lynn, and that's going to bring up Jim Rice. Tidrow, 5-2, blank to a lefty. I'm sorry, no, it was a strikeout chance to Rice. You know what? I blew it. So we're going to re-roll this at bat. 5-3 is a possible error on a throw. 4-2, and that's a star 3, which is a ground ball to first. Possible error on the throw for Chambliss. His error rating is a 7. That's an 11, so Chambliss will make the play. We'll call it 3-1 as he flips to Tidrow covering to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a man left for Boston. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It is Boston 6 and the Yankees nothing from Shea Stadium. And I think that might be all for Tidrow. He can face 8 batters, and he has pitched to 8 batters. So he'd be tired coming back. So Dave Pagan's going to take over in the 8th inning. They're not going to use their closer, Sparky Lyle, when they're this far behind, obviously. 7th inning stretch time. I'm going to stretch with them. And no danger of any vocals coming from this side of the house. But I will stand up and stretch just to stretch my back a little bit from sitting here. Game has gone along pretty quickly, I think. We're at about the 41-minute mark. So for broadcasting, that's pretty good to get in the 7th inning stretch at this time. So we're not doing too bad. And yes, of course, we have the Marlins and the Padres from Petco tonight on the RJL Network, 2016 Inside Pitch Replay. Pomeranz against Tom Kohler. All right, so be sure to check that out this evening. From the left coast at Petco Park, Reggie Cleveland will now be facing... Let's close the book on Tidrow, might as well. He went 2 innings, gave up 3 hits and no runs. He did not walk or strike out anybody. And, of course, Pagan will be the new pitcher in the 8th inning. Not much on the bench for the Yankees to worry about trying to pinch hit. Their bench is pretty weak, so I think you're going to stick with what you have. Here is Bonds against Cleveland. 1-6, strikeout chance. 19 will not get him. Bonds. 3-2, and that's a ground ball to Doyle, 1 away to start the 7th inning. Brings up Rich Coggins. Now, do we pinch hit for Rich Coggins? He is 0 for 2. Who do they have on the bench that's any good is the question. Coggins is the DH, so you can pretty much bring in whoever the heck you want to. I'm going to bring in Alex Johnson, even though he's a righty, just got a better average. So Alex Johnson's going to take over as DH for the Yankees. Alex Johnson. He will be the new designated hitter as he pinch hits for Coggins in this at-bat. Alex Johnson. 1-4, double question mark against a righty is a 1-4 for an out, but that's a 13, so it's a blank. And this is batter number 29 for Cleveland, by the way. 2-5, and that's a star 4, ground ball to third for out number 2. So he is tired, but they're going to at least let him go, try to get through the inning at a minimum. Here's Roy White. Cleveland, 2-1's a range play. Go to White. 3-4, ground ball to second. That's Denny Doyle. And Doyle's range, unfortunately for the Red Sox, his range is a 1. So anything other than a 1, and it's going to get through for a hit. And it does. So Roy White sneaks one by for a base hit. 2-out single. Just the 3rd hit of the game for the Yankees. They've been rather timid in their hitting. Rather benign, I should say. Munson, who has one of those hits, is up now. Cleveland is tired. 2-5. Possible error on a ground ball. 6-4, and that's a ground ball to third. Possible error. That's a 10. The error rating of Petrocelli is only an 8. So Petrocelli will make the play to end the inning. Petrocelli's been on it all game long. No runs to hit, no errors, and a man left. We've completed 7 here at Shea Stadium. Score still 6-0 favor of the Red Sox. I think that's going to do it for Reggie Cleveland. They will let somebody else come in and pitch the last 2 innings, and it very well could be Bill Lee. We'll have to wait and see. Dave Pagan will be the new Yankee pitcher. We know that much. Pagan is on to face Fisk, Miller, and Petrocelli to start the top of the 8th of a 6-0 ball game. Yeah, RJL, we're kind of polar opposites, aren't we? So people have their choice, have their pick, or they can have both. I mean, it's like chocolate and vanilla. You don't have to have one or the other. You can have both. We're not in competition, that's for sure. All right, here is Pagan. Facing Fisk. 1-5 is a blank. We go to Fisk. 4-3, and that's a star 5, which is a fly to center field. And Bonds will put that away easily. 1 away for Rick Miller. Pagan, 6-2, possible error on a throw. 5-3 is a star 6, which is a fly to right, so no throw to worry about. 2 down for Rico Petrocelli. 4-1 strikeout chance, 16 too high. We go to Petrocelli. 6-1 star 3 is a ground ball to third, and Nettles will take care of it. So a 1-2-3 inning for Pagan here in the 8th. To keep things from getting any worse, it is 6-0 favor of the Red Sox as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Due up for the Yankees, it'll be Chambliss, Nettles, and Piniella. So with a couple of lefties, they're going to go to Bill Lee. Bill Lee will be coming on. The Spaceman did have 7 relief appearances. He can face 8 batters, so he can certainly finish out the ball game. Obviously not a save situation, but he can do it. So Bill Lee is on. We'll close the book on Reggie Cleveland. He went 7 innings, gave up nothing as far as runs go, just 3 hits. He walked just 1. That was Bobby Bonds. And he struck out, let's see. You know, he didn't strike out anybody. That's very unusual. Very unusual. 1 walk and no strikeouts. How about that? So there's your line score there on Cleveland. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, a walk, and no strikeouts. Very, very unusual. So Bill Lee takes over. The Spaceman pitching to Chris Chambliss. Hello, Jimmy Jam. How you doing? Yeah, me and RJL, one thing we definitely don't have in common is double switches. But that's okay. Everybody has their own managing style. I try to manage along when I watch RJL's game and say, pinch run, pinch hit, do this. I tried to steal last night. It didn't work, so maybe I just need to stay in my lane. I don't know. Bill Lee, 4-3 is a walk chance, 19 too high. We go to Chambliss. 6-6, double to left field, so how about that? New pitcher comes in the game, and the first thing the Yankees do is hit a double off of Bill Lee. And that'll bring up Nettles. Yankees trying to crack the scoreboard. 3-2 is a blank. We go to Nettles. 1-1. It's a ground ball right back to Bill Lee for the out. Now, let me check and make sure the runner cannot move up. Let's see here. On runners on second, balls hit to the pitcher. Runner holds on balls hit if it's higher than the BR rating. All right, his BR rating is a 3, so if this is higher than 3, he's got to hold. And it is, so he does have to hold. Nettles is out. 1 away for Sweet Lou Piniella. (5-2), and that is a double question mark against a right-hander. 1-6 is an out. That's a 7. He just missed it. So Sweet Lou will swing away. 6-6 is a fly to right field. That is out number 2. Now the question is, does the runner go to third? Outfielder arm in right field is Rick Miller, who's a 0 arm. Chambliss is a 3. To go from second to third, you lose 1. So I make him a 2. 1 to 2, he'll make it. It's a 6. He could be. Maybe he shouldn't have tried it. I don't know. Outfield arms is 0. 1 to 3, we go to the third roll. 4 through 6, he holds. We go to the third roll. All right, so 1. If it's 2 through 5, he's going to be out. It's a 1, so he does make it. How about that? He made it anyway. Don't know how he managed that, but he did. All right. So that third roll, when you get that third roll and you get a 1, the runner automatically advances. Like RGL said, 2 through 5 he's out. 1 through 6 he's going to make it. There's no trailing runner to worry about, just the runner here. So Chambliss is at third. We're going to get a pinch hitter, though, for Jim Mason. He will not bat. They will get a pinch hitter coming in for Mason. And it will be Walt No-Neck Williams. And Fred Chicken Stanley will take over as the new shortstop. So Stanley will be the new shortstop. But Walt Williams will be the pinch hitter. Trying to get a run in here with 2 outs for the Yankees. Off of Bill Lee. What did you miss, RJL? Not sure. Thought I did that play correctly. All right, here is Bill Lee. 5-4, and that's a possible error. Go to Walt Williams. It's a 2-5, ground ball to short, but that's an 18. Rick Burleson's only a 9, so that'll do it. That'll end the inning as the Red Sox hold the Yankees at bay with no runs. And we go to the 9th inning for the Yankees. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 9th. It's still 6-0. Favor of the Red Sox. New shortstop is Fred Stanley. He will take over at shortstop. All right, Pagan. Second inning of work. He pitched a 1-2-3 8th inning, so he's definitely good to go for the 9th. It's Burleson. He's doubled and homered in this game. 6-6 strikeout. Now he's going to strike out. So strikeout for Burleson to start the 9th. Here's Bernie Carbo, the designated hitter. 6-5 strikeout, 12. Got him. So back-to-back strikeouts for Pagan. Back-to-back strikeouts for Pagan. There's Denny Doyle. 5-3, possible wild pitch, so nobody on base, just ball 1. 1-2, range play. We got a range play on Denny Doyle's card. 3-4, ground ball to second. The range of Alomar is a 3. And again, another failed range play results in a base hit. Denny Doyle with his second hit of the game. Here's Yastrzemski. Pagan against Yastrzemski. 1-6, double question mark, 1-2's an out. That's a 1, so he did get him. How about that? And that will be a fly to right field to end the inning. So Yaz flies to right to end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 6-0 Red Sox. Not sure if there's going to be a 9th inning magic off of Bill Lee. He's going to say no way. Ain't no magic coming off of me. So Bill Lee will be facing the scheduled hitters Alomar, Bonds, and Johnson, but Alomar will not hit. They will pinch hit for Alomar for sure. So let's see how they want to do that. Who they have to pinch hit that's any good. Rick Dempsey's a pretty good pinch hitter, so they're going to go with Rick Dempsey to pinch hit for Alomar. And if anybody gets, if he reaches, then Brinkman can play the infield. So right now it's going to be Dempsey, and he is the pinch hitter. So Dempsey will pinch hit for Alomar to start the 9th against Bill Lee. Lee faced four batters. He can face four more before he gets tired. 5-5, strikeout chance, 3, got him. So Rick Dempsey out on strikes in the pinch, 1 away. Flips the order over to Bobby Bonds. Bonds is 0 for 2 with a walk. 3-2 blank. Go to Bonds. 2-6, that's a ground ball to short. Burleson is there, 2 down. Bill Lee says, let me finish this thing out. Here's Alex Johnson. He took over as DH for Coggins last time up, and he grounded to third. Getting a second chance, 3-5. That is a blank to a righty. So we go to Johnson's card. 2-3, and that's a single pass short. So it's not going to be a 1-2-3 inning. That will be a base hit for Alex Johnson and bring up Roy White. So here comes batter number 8 for Bill Lee to face. If he does not get Roy White, he will become tired. That's very kind of you to say, Mr. Horland. Bill Lee trying to complete the shutout. 4-3 is a walk chance. 11 will be too high. Roy White will swing away. 1-5, he's going to double to left field. So the inning is continuing. Double to left field now. The question is, with a double to left, it's a 0 effect. So he's a 3, but their 2 outs makes him a 4. So 1-4, the Yankees will finally get on the board. And they can't. They got to hold up. So even with that, he could not score it. But Thurman Munson is coming up to the plate. Now the question is, Bill Lee is now tired. Do you let Bill Lee complete the game? I think you got to let him pitch till he gives up a run. He is tired, so if he hit one of these parentheses, it will be a base hit, and the shutout will be gone. They do have Jim Willoughby in the bullpen loosening in case he is needed. So Bill Lee, despite the fact he's tired, is going to continue to pitch here against Thurman Munson. Maybe throw that eephus pitch. You never know. Lee, 6-3 is a walk chance, 17 too high. So Munson gets a chance to drive home a run. 3-5, and he does with a single pass short. Base hit. Alex Johnson will score. And let's check Roy White. He runs to the 3 with 2 outs. It becomes a 4. And on an S6, I don't think he has enough to score. Oh, yes, he does, actually. 3-6 is all you need, so it's a 2-run single. 2-run single for Thurman Munson cuts the lead now to 6-2. And Chris Chambliss is your batter. They're going to stick, even though Lee is tired, they're going to stick with him because he's lefty versus lefty. 5-6, possible error on a throw. 5-1, that's a single to right field. Thurman Munson is a 3 with 2 outs. It becomes a 4. Single to right, you gain 2 to get to third, so he will make third automatically. So it's really not going to be a throwing error to check because he made third automatically. And that may, you wonder now what they're going to do. Greg Nettles is up. Bill Lee is frustrated and tired. And it's now, I believe, a save situation. 6-2, 3, 4, 5, and the hole is 6. So yep, we're in the save situation at this point. So here comes Jim Willoughby. Because Bill Lee couldn't get it done, couldn't close the door, and now Jim Willoughby will be coming on, despite the fact he's facing the lefty Nettles. They will bring on Willoughby. So Bill Lee thought he could complete the game, complete the shutout, but just didn't happen. And RJL's 9th inning magic has reared its ugly head again. So here's Nettles. Runners are at the corners with 2 outs. All this happening with the first 2 batters were out. Johnson singled, White doubled, Munson singled, and now Chambliss has singled to make it a 6-2 game with 2 runners on. Willoughby. 1-6 is a blank. We go to Nettles. 5-3. He's going to pop it to third, and that's going to be the ball game. So talk about a cheap save for Willoughby. He got it. Facing only one batter. That's all he had to face is one batter to get the cheap save to end the ball game. Yankees do score 2 in the ninth to make it interesting, but 6-2 the final. And I don't believe there were any other errors. Nope. Okay. Let me get the score, the line score for this inning. For the Yankees, they put up 2 runs. They do it on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left. So total hits for the Yankees is 8. They end up 2-8-1 for the Yankees. For the Red Sox, they get a grand total of, let's see, there was 11, 6, 7, 11, 12 hits. Winning pitcher was Reggie Cleveland. Loser was Pat Dobson. Cleveland goes to 7-4. Dobson drops to 6-7. Willoughby with the cheap. Talk about cheap. I mean, it's about as cheap as you're going to get for a save. Pagan, for his 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, nothing else, and struck out 2. So he did very well in relief. Numbers on Bill Lee. He goes an inning and 2/3, and he gives up 5 hits, 2 runs, no walks and no strikeouts. I'm sorry, no walks and 1 strikeout. So the Yankees came close. They tried to make a game of it late, but just came up a little bit short. 6-2 your final from the stadium. 6-2 for the Red Sox. 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors, and they left on a total of 7. I'm sorry, it's a total of 6. 6 left on for the Red Sox. For the Yankees, they only left 4 on. So not too bad with the left on bases. But 6-2 is the final call here at Yankee Stadium. And I said Yankee Stadium by default again, didn't I? Shea Stadium, not Yankee Stadium. What am I doing? Like I said, old habits die hard. Sometimes they just happen. You never know. And let's get you set up for next Saturday. Before I even do that, I am going to input this game into the PC replay computer. So once I do, the Yankees will drop to 61-37. The Red Sox will improve to 59-39. 2 games back and temporarily in second place ahead of the Orioles, depending on what they do. Next Saturday, we will be at Royal Stadium for the Oakland A's and the Kansas City Royals. It'll be Vita Blue against Marty Patton in that one. And like I said, right now, the Royals trail the A's by 4 games, but by next Saturday, you never know what the division race might be. But that's the reasoning for that game next week. It'll be the A's and the Royals from Royal Stadium, Vita Blue against Marty Patton. Tomorrow night on the ESPN Game of the Week, Sunday night ESPN Game of the Week, it will be the Chicago White Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. Blackjack McDowell against Chris Bosio in that one. And that'll be tomorrow night. Record that tonight and post it and upload it right after RJL does his 10-minute ticker tomorrow night. Then probably sometime between 8:45 and 9 o'clock, somewhere around that area tomorrow night, that will be uploaded and ready to go. So, but that's going to do it from here, from Shea Stadium. Final score once again, Red Sox 6, Yankees 2. Winning pitcher Reggie Cleveland, losing pitcher Pat Dobson, and Jim Willoughby had to come in the ninth and get the save. Thought he was going to have the game off, but Bill Lee made it interesting for the Red Sox fans and gave the Yankees some hope. So I do appreciate all you guys for tuning in, the ones that came in on this afternoon and the ones that will watch it later. Don't forget, RJL tonight, It's going to have the Marlins and the Padres from Petco Park. So be sure to check that out. Inside Pitch 2016 season replays doing there. I'm going to take a break and then set up and record the White Sox Seattle game for tomorrow night. So again, appreciate all you guys tuning in, and everybody out there that tunes in, whether they tune in live or later on, doesn't matter. Appreciate the fact that you would even entertain watching me at all is very humbling. So I do appreciate that. Until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, how you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.